roll up and down the field.
Dallas Goedert and Greg Ward Jr. is enough, right?
All right, well, if the Eagles do lose that game to the Giants, then the Cowboys can take the division with a win against the Redskins. Sorry, Skip. Dak Prescott, though, not practiced the past 2 days because of that shoulder sprain the guys were talking about a moment ago. Dak optimistic, though, that he'll play come kickoff. The Cowboys QB says his team cannot focus on anything else except this face-off with the Redskins. So, Shannon, what's the score of the Cowboys-Redskins face-off?
Look, I don't think Washington's going to do anything to jeopardize that pick that they got. They're in the second spot, Skip, and all indication they're going to be looking for a pass rusher, and the best pass rusher in the upcoming draft is going to be Chase Young. So I don't think they'll do anything to jeopardize that. There's a great likelihood that Case Keenum is going to get the start for Dwayne Haskins. And so with that being said, I trust Case Keenum to be exactly what I thought he's been, what he's been his whole career. A backup that can play good, a game or two here or there, but nothing more than that. I expect the Cowboys, with their front-running self, to get out to an early lead, something like 10-0, 13-0, and cruise home. I got the final score, 31-17, Cowboys.
Their front-running selves.
Yep.
They've lost 4 of their last 5 games.
They haven't been able to get in the front.
They've lost 8 of their last 12 games.
Yes.
Their front-running selves,
Yes.
they're back-running.
No. What happened? They got ahead. The Rams took off. The Eagles, the first time around, took off. Washington, Miami, the Giants, the first time around, took off. Now, somebody make them play, get to the second quarter, get to the third quarter. Had a lead in the fourth quarter, a grand total of 80 seconds, and you talk about your team special. Pro Football Focus talk about this, though. You got unfortunate, whatever.
I'm not sure which side of your mouth you're speaking out of right now, because you're actually now speaking out of my side of the mouth, because my Cowboys are finished. They are definitely home for the holiday.
So where Washington going?
Washington is going to the winner's circle this weekend because they, as the arch rival, the blood rival of the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to go to Jerry World and upset the Cowboys as a 10.5-point underdog because the Cowboys are finished. They were finished in Philadelphia, and they are the ones who put all their eggs in the NFC East championship game basket, and they will have nothing left. And all I needed to hear was Dak Prescott, once again, did not throw a football all week long. I'm surprised he will even try to play. I don't want him to play. He doesn't need to risk whatever's wrong with the shoulder. And I'm not going to be surprised if he needs off-season shoulder surgery.
You better stop it.
Just watch. And did you see that Zeke refused to speak to the media this week? He's done. What? Did you see that your man Jason Witten walked out of his interview yesterday with the media?
Happened?
Because he was asked, would you be interested in coaching the Cowboys next year? And it somehow so offended him that even the great Jason Witten, the ambassador that he is to this football team, he walked away from the reporter.
Well, maybe he could do a better job of coaching than playing tight end right now.
That's probably true, but it just shows you my team just hit bottom. This team is done because Amari Cooper probably feels done because for whatever reason, he wasn't on the field in critical stretches of the last 2 last-ditch drives at Philadelphia. He can't be happy about that. Again, the coaches took the blame saying they just benched him. You know, they just pulled him off the field. They subbed for him. Again, I thought he just opted out because he was having another bad day on the road because he has been pathetic on the road. At least his game's at home. But again, his contract is up.
It costs you a lot of money to keep him.
When Amari goes into the tank, he just goes way to the bottom of the tank, and he pouts. And I believe he will be pouting on Sunday.
No, you're home.
Huh?
You know,
no, but he'll be pouting off what just happened because they're done. They're out of it. And again, you can scoreboard watch all you want because the games are going to be simultaneously. Both Fox games at 4:25 Eastern, so you can sort of go back and forth. You can watch them both. You won't have the sound up, but you can watch, and they'll know early on it'll be 14-0 Philly after the first quarter, and that's when they'll just be like, okay, that's enough of this. Back to Case Keenum. Case Keenum scares me to death because what did he do on opening day this year at Philadelphia? Help me out.
393.
Yeah. I got 380. 380 and 3 touchdowns and no interceptions and a QBR of 74 and a backdoor cover. And I think you lost a case to case on that one, right? You lost a case of Diet Due to me on Case Keenum with a backdoor cover. And the final score was 32-27. Home team Eagles, but still 32-27. Case Keenum can play. I don't care what you say. He's now 27-34 as a starting quarterback.
That's not good.
It's okay.
No.
He's
500 is okay.
Reasonable. And you know what? He's your basic gamer. He'll go out there and just scratch and claw and scrap, and he wants to earn some money going forward. And I think he can earn a whole lot of money going forward the next
think about this, what you just said. Now, he threw for 380 against the Eagles defense. What you think Danny Dimes is going to do?
I don't know. He's a rookie. Case Keenum is a savvy operator. You're a shrewd operator.
Danny Dimes just threw for 5 toutouchdowns last week as a rookie.
Yeah, I've seen him throw, he'll turn it over about 5 times. He may not throw picks, but he'll lose fumbles. And there'll be 2 sack fumbles of Danny Dimes, probably by Fletcher Cox. And I think there'll be 1 scoop and score, maybe a pick 6. There could be a pick 6 in this game. There'll be a couple of defensive touchdowns. The Eagles defense caught, quote unquote, fire.
Everybody that's watching this morning, there are a lot of people watching knowing that you do not believe that the Eagles are going to blow out the Giants.
I do. I've told you that all week. They're going to blow them out. They're on a roll. It's meant to be. It was their year. They laid the big egg in South Beach.
How do you figure it was their year? And they've only won 8 games. How is it their year?
Who won their last 3? Division opponents.
They lost to Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins.
Okay, and then they turned around. They had a lot of time left because they had 4 games left.
Skip.
And they're all division games, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, crown them.
Let me ask you a question. And the 3 games that they won leading up to this game that can, control their own destiny, name the team that they beat that were over 500. Okay, they played the Giants, they played Washington, and they played your Cowboys.
What does it matter? Somebody's got to win the division.
Yes,
it's just one of those
my
years.
point.
Okay,
so don't make it seem like
so they became the somebody, and they didn't back into it. They're going to win it with 4 straight division victories. That's impressive to me. Not that easy to do.
You make it seem like they're 12-4, 13-3.
I don't. Well, you've been singing the praises of walk it to him.
He's
right?
been unbelievable.
So I'm there. I gave in. I give up. I lost.
Well, so are you admitting he's better than Dak?
No, I'm not. He's been better the last 4 games than Dak. Dak, the last 5 games, has not been very good.
Not very good.
He's made the plays he had to make at the end of games and against the Cowboys at the start of games. The key drive of the Cowboy game was the opening drive, and he converted, like 3 straight third and something?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I've got Case Keenum going into Jerry World, and much to the chagrin of many Redskins fans who want that guy's Ohio State, that number 2 guy, that I think Chase will go 27-24 over Dallas. I think it'll be just a great gutty effort by him, and I think you'll see my team basically come out flat and lifeless as they usually do.
Hold on. Didn't Jason Garrett say they were very spirited? They're very competitiveness. There's some competitiveness going on yesterday. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah. You know what? He's like robotic. He's got a tape inside him, and he just pushes the button. He says the same thing every week. We had spirited practice.
It was.
They always have spirited practice every week, and then they come out like they've never played football before.
No, he didn't say that last week. He said that against the Rams, there was some chippiness, and Zeke even said there was some chippiness, and they came out on fire.
Really?
And you were loving everything that you saw.
Yeah, I don't love anything about this game because the Redskins, I cannot explain to you. I lived there. I grew up with this. They hate Dallas the way even the Eagles and Giants can't begin to hate Dallas. The Redskins hate them, and they want to embarrass them in their building one last time and send them home with tears in their eyes, because that's what's about to happen. And I want it to happen because I want to celebrate on Sunday night the end of Jason Garrett.
Skip, that's no way to be. You shouldn't want your team to lose because you want someone's ouster. Hold on. I've never seen reporters openly campaign and question why a man is on the job. They're asking the guy that's playing for the man, would you think you'd be a good coach for the Cowboys?
That is correct.
They ask every single week about Jerry, have you talked to anybody? He still has the job. And then y'all want to come out there and ask him what Jason or what's going on. If I was Jason, I'd come out there and flip y'all off. I'll come out there with a double barrel and say, hey, this is for everybody that wants me gone and keep asking people about my job. This is what I think about all of you. Good day.
Jason Garrett is the lamest duck who ever quacked or clapped, because he's basically just Coach Clap. And he will be clapping all day on Sunday while they turn it over and spit it up and embarrass themselves.
Well, I like Red. I think Red has done a great job under the circumstances, especially the pressure that you put on him and playing for that owner. It's not easy.
Yeah, I don't want to see him win the last game.
I do.
Like a meaningless game after Phillies won 35-14, because that will leave him at the classic 8-8, and that's he's had 8-8 stamped on his forehead since he got the job. His first 3 years out of the box, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8.
Well, now that you mentioned this, Skip, I want to go up. I'm taking 38-17 now.
38-17. All right. Well, safe to say.
38-17 who?
Dallas over Washington.
Really?
Yes.
38-17?
Yep.
Well, I thought you hated Dak Prescott. How's he going to do it with the bum shoulder?
I just said front runners. Hold on. Did you see Josh Norman?
Yeah.
Just give up the game-winning touchdown 2 weeks ago to Greg Norman Jr. What'd you think, Gallup, Amari Cooper? What'd you think they're going to do to it?
I'm not even sure Amari's going to walk on the field.
Safe to say you and Jason Garrett aren't having lunch in 2020,
It's okay.
I would say.
I like Jason.
I like Red.
I covered Jason.
Come on,
I like
Red.
him. He's a good guy.
Fight,
We
Red.
have the
Come on, Red,
latest with
fight.
Antonio Brown right now. He's
Here we
working
go.
out for the Saints in New Orleans. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports channel on Sirius XM. We'll be right back.
This bowl is always a good time. This bowl always lights up the night.
It all comes down to this.
And this year won't be any different. Keaton Slovis, the freshman phenom, has the Trojans moving in the right direction. But after a season of what-ifs, Iowa's out for redemption as they look for their third bowl win in a row.
Touchdown, Iowa!
The San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Tonight at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
Sometimes the only thing better than the perfect shot is knowing that no one is keeping score. Do it for the cheers.